Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are and whatever time you are going to be watching this video. Welcome back to the channel, Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. So, first things first, get in! That's for Mo Salah signing his contract today. News broke at 8 o'clock this morning. And this is also the preview of the West Ham game for Sunday. So, cheers, everybody. I'm on the red wine. Nice bottle of Merlot I've got. There are other red wines out there for you to choose from. But yeah, I fancied having some red wine today. Chinese has been ordered, so that'll be on its way. So let's crack on, shall we? So, news broke this morning, as I said, 8 o'clock on the socials. Liverpool announced that Mo Salah has signed a contract. Didn't say how long it was going to be for, but word on the ground is that he signed it for a 2-year contract. I have mentioned in the past about Mo's contract. If he did sign, it possibly would be a 2-year contract, not increased wages. And I did also say there might be in that contract, I'm not 100% sure, so please don't quote me on it. This is only an opinion, that he might, or both parties might have a option for an extra season. So that'll take Mo to 10 years at the club. And what fantastic news that was breaking this morning from Liverpool. I was expecting Verge news to be breaking. It hasn't yet. Put a tweet out that Mo had pinched the Parker pen and he took it home with him. So Virgil couldn't sign his contract today. Only doing that in jest, by the way. So yeah, it's good news all round, isn't it? It's also good news for the future of the club, because Mo wanted to sign the contract. He's happy at what's happening at the club this season, and obviously looking into the future as well, which only bodes well. You know, we've got a world-class player that is willing to stay at Liverpool Football Club. He doesn't want to move anywhere else. Yes, there was talk about him going to the Saudi League, and there's probably been conversations with Mo and his agent about looking into that. But I think Mo thinks he's got to give more to the Premier League and to Liverpool Football Club, and that's good news. And obviously, just round the corner, Virgil's news will come, I'm no doubt, shortly as well, to say that he's signed a contract, and I'm hoping it's the same 2 years, and possible option of an extra year. But yeah, 2 world-class players staying at the football club. People have been saying today that we should give Edwards and Hughes a pat on the back. I was one of the ones that was getting a bit annoyed about nothing coming out from the club, and was blaming Edwards and Hughes. Again, you know me, that's only my opinion, and I've stuck by it, and I'll stick by it again. You know, these things have taken time, too long for me. But then again, if I look on the flip side, if Mo would have signed in back in January, December, November, October time, would he have carried on doing what he's been doing prior to that, as in getting goals and assists for us and to take us to the summit of the Premier League, which incidentally we are going to win, aren't we? So yeah, good news all round. Don't want to touch too much about Trent. You know, he's got to sort his thing out with the club, whichever way it goes. But looking ahead to the future, when Liverpool go signing players, and believe me, they will have to sign players in the summer transfer window. They will be looking at players who want to come and play for Liverpool in the first instance, and also those players will get a bit of satisfaction to know that they are going to be playing in the team with Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah in. So I've said that we need 5-6 players. I still stick by that. I don't think we'll get 5 or 6 players. We might end up getting 3. I'm hoping it is 3 or 4. Then, if that's the case, because obviously Mo's wages and Virgil's wages will be taken into account in any transfer window. But having said that, they'll give up on wages if Trent doesn't sign and he decides to go, and that will free up some revenue to possibly pay Virgil and Mo. I mean, I've heard some ridiculous amounts what Mo's earning. 300,000, 400,000. I'm not so sure it's that much, because he'll have add-ons on there. He'll have appearance bonuses, just like Virgil would, with clean sheets and performances as well in each competition. So yeah, it all bodes well. And also, if we look at the bigger picture, Konate hasn't signed his contract yet. Conor Bradley is going to be offered a new contract, so you can make what you want of those two. The club want Konate to stay and Conor. And if I was Konate, I will be thinking, yeah, I do want to stay here, especially if I'm going to be playing next to Virgil van Dijk next season and the season after that, for sure. And obviously Conor can cement that right back position in the next 7 games as his own. I've said I don't think we'll see Trent back again this season. It's just an opinion. He might be recovering from his injury and getting up to speed, but I'm not so sure how that one's going to play out. And like I've said, it is going to bode well for the transfer window when players are being asked to come and play for Liverpool, and that'll be good. So in the press conference today, Arne said he had a small bit to play, but he was very grateful of Hughes, especially Hughes and Edwards as well. So on that point, I'd just like to say I stick by what I said, that I don't think they were working hard enough, and they've now got it over the line for these two, and that's good news, and I will give them credit for that. But that is what their job is. I just felt that we were being left to hung out a bit as supporters, because there was no news coming out of the club. So yeah, all in all, it's good news on those two fronts as well. So right, okay. So on Slot's press conference today, obviously the questions were mainly about Mo Salah, what he brings to the team. Is he going to play differently? How's he going to play? Now, is everybody happy that he's signed? Of course. But Arne Slot made the point about, look, Mo isn't only the best in his field or what he does. There are other wingers out there, and he did rile off a few names that are doing exactly what Mo Salah's doing now. So, which was good to hear. Good praise about other players at other clubs as well. So yeah, he said that we're in a good place, 11 points clear in the hardest league in the world to win. He said every credit should go to the players, and he makes that point a few times. We have only won 1 in 4, and that's not a good stat to come in. Last week's game was disappointing. Yes, first half was atrocious. Did better in the second half. He acknowledges that. but he said that the players will be ready for the West Ham game, and rightly so. I think the atmosphere, I'm not going to the game, but the atmosphere should be buoyant after this news. People are saying, let's have a 5-0 Mo Salah hat-trick. It's West Ham. If you look at the last 4 fixtures, it ain't going to be like that. Potter's shored the defence up and the way they play on the counter-attack. Last 4 games, I think it was Newcastle at home, they lost 1-0. The next game after that was away at Everton, and that was 1-1. And the one after that was at Wolves, where they lost 1-0. And the last game before they play us on Sunday, it was home to Bournemouth, and that was 2-2. So you can see not many goals conceded, and so we will have to take our chances against them. We've got 3 games. I'm looking at 3 wins and a draw, possibly, to make sure we get the over the line for the title. You know, that's what it should be. I mean, look, it will be our second title in 5 years. The first one was no fans in there, where when COVID struck. But this season there will be fans in, and that's massive. So, you know, people talk about the 20th title, but if you just put that to one side and just think that Liverpool have won 2 titles in 5 years, that is absolutely fantastic for Liverpool with this set of players. And it'll be good to see players like Maka get a winner's title, Gravenberch, Cody, Diaz, obviously Mo, and speaks for themselves. And but it'd be nice like Bradley getting one, and yeah, really, really good. And obviously Slobosly as well, and Curtis Jones, the Scouser in the team. I think he'll take that mantle on now. So yeah, bit of a concern about our forward line of late. Jota's only scored 1 in 12, I think. Nunes 1 in 15. Diaz 1 in 9. Gakpo 1 in 8. But we can forgive Gakpo because he's been injured lately, and Mo hasn't scored in the last 4, has he? So it's about time that we give somebody a pasting. I'm not going to say it's going to be West Ham. It might be the game after that, Leicester away, before we play Tottenham at home. So yeah, team news, Ali's back. He's definitely back. I said he was back last time. I was only going off what Arne Slot was saying to us in the press conference, and obviously Keller played in goals. Bradley is back, and he said, look, Curtis done a good job, but he said, just like you guys in the room, if you've got a right back, you play your right back, and Bradley's going to be in. So that's good news. So we strengthen at the back. So my team is Ali in goals, Connor, Canate and Verge, Robbo, and midfield, Ryan, Maka, Slobosly. It's tossed between Slobosly and Curtis Jones, if I'm honest. I think Curtis Jones was, again, good for us in the last 2 games. And then up front, I think he'll go back to Diaz. He'll probably look at Jota and Mo, but Jota needs to do a bit more for me. People are talking about Chiesa. I mentioned Chiesa. Should Chiesa be given a chance? He should be, in my eyes, be given a chance. But I think he might stick. He might stick with that team to start. And obviously, we've got a strong bench. Nunes. I say Nunes. He hasn't scored. He scored 1 in 15. So But yeah, strong bench. Hopefully Chiesa gets more minutes. I thought Elliott did well in the second half when he came on against Fulham. You know, Curtis is there. So yeah, some good options on the bench there, and let's get the win. Let's get the 3 points. Let's start to enjoy these last 7 games, and let's get over the line and let's enjoy this title. Liverpool will be rocking at the end of May once it's been confirmed that we've got it, and I'm certainly going to be there partying like everybody else. Okay, that's me done. As I say, if you like this video, please give us a like. Please share the video, and if you're new watching for the first time and you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. We're trying to get 100 subscribers before the season finishes. So that's enough from me. My Chinese has just turned up. I've just had a quick look out the window. Just have this glass of wine before I have it, and enjoy your Friday night. And I will speak to you on Sunday after the game is finished with the post match. Cheers, guys. Up the Reds.